Hello, everyone. We're loving the chat box, right?
Good evening, team. Good evening, Africa. It is super exciting to be on this call today. I know I wouldn't miss it for anything, but it's always amazing to get on these calls on Thursdays where we share amazing thoughts from our leaders globally in corporate and on the field. But today is much more special. It is so special to us because we have on the call not just our president for our region, EMEA market, Cameron Bott, but we're so excited to have our founder, John Wadsworth Jr. on the call. And Kate, it's so exciting. And we'll get to know the rest of the team as we get along on the call. My name is Blessing Everett Bano, Head Business Development for Africa. I have on the call with me my amazing colleague, Neil Ntinya in South Africa. Hi, Neil.
Good evening, everybody. I am so excited. This is absolutely amazing for us as a region to have, our top leaders on the call with us. Team, if you've got somebody that you have invited that is supposed to be on this call and they're still not connected, please screenshot this call. Make sure that you're sending it to everybody. Let's make sure that all of Africa is jumping into this call. We are super excited. Thank you so much. Looking forward to this amazing call. Thank you.
It is always an amazing call with Cameron Bott, but it will be splendid today. And so I'll hand over to Cameron to do what he knows how to do best.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much. I love what you said. If your people are not on this call, screenshot, tell them to get on. We want to have everybody, as many people as possible. So welcome. Katie just said something really important. I want to reiterate that. Katie, why don't you tell them what you just said?
I just said we love our teams. Like, you're excited to see us, Blessing. Thank you so much for the warm welcome. Can we tell you how happy we are when we get to connect with our field members around the world? Like, it just lights us up so much because we know you guys are with our field every day. You are our field. You're connecting, you're sharing, you're the heartbeat of the company. And so when we can connect with you, it just lights us up. So thank you for having us with you today.
Absolutely. We love working with each one of you. And in fact, we are in a meeting and it goes from 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. today. We've got a lot of planning sessions, a lot of things that we're doing. And this is, again, our focus on you. When we say that we are in this for the long term, we put the hours in, we put the focus in because we want this thing to last into the eternities. We're talking 20 years down the road, right? We know that you put so much effort into everything that you do. We want you to know that we're putting the effort into because we want to match the excitement and the energy that you've got out there. So I want to take some time here in just a second to let each kind of one of our area presidents talk about what they've got going on in the markets that they're seeing success. But I want to reiterate what we talked about from last time. Who remembers the topic of last time? Remember, I'm talking about the phrases that I don't like, the ones that just drive me crazy, right? And the last one was this quote of focus on the finish line, right? I hate that quote, focus on the finish line. There should never be a finish line because what happens when we focus on the finish line? Yiru works out every single day. In fact, he hurt his back this morning working out. I want you to think about this because this happens to me all the time. When I'm lifting weights and I set a goal and I'm on my third set and I'm lifting weights and I say, I just got to get to 10. By the time I get to 8, my mind starts saying 2 more, and my muscles weaken, right? Because I focused on a finish line. We shouldn't be focused on a finish line. If that was the case of focusing on a finish line, guess what our meetings would be talking about? We just have to get to the end of the year. That's all we got to do. And then we'll figure it out after that. That should never be the mindset, the focus. Instead, what it is we're focused on 50 years, 100 years down the road. How do we keep this thing exciting, renewed, and going? That's the message for today. Again, don't focus on the finish line. Focus on living a life of
Vision 2030 remains the defining blueprint.
There we go. Focus on living a life of purpose, making every day count. so that you don't have to focus on this retirement mentality. And once if I can just get to retirement and get done, if I can just get to the finish line, then everything's going to be better after that. Because I promise you, sometimes retirement doesn't come for some people, right? I've seen that. And sometimes when you get into retirement, it just doesn't.
It's not what's cracked up to be.
Cracked up to be.
Right.
So I want to have, I've got some weird filter going on here. It's like squishing our face. So weird.
Loving the goatee on me, man. If you guys like that look, give us a thumbs up.
I have no idea what's happening, but it's just added to my beard too.
Oh my
That
God.
is a good look.
Kev, you did that on purpose. You're setting me up for our new like skincare line, right?
Yeah.
Katie, why don't you give us a little
I
update?
could not talk.
Let me
No,
Well, let me intro. I don't know if everyone knows our area presidents.
you have a goatee too.
Yeah, I know. Check it out. This is Yiru Zhou. He's over
Hi.
China, Taiwan, Japan. So it's all Greater China and Japan. Everyone knows Cameron Bott, Europe, Africa, South America. Katy does North America, Canada, and she's the Chief Impact Officer traveling all over the globe to spend time with brand partners everywhere, help them have an impact and understand our systems of growth.
I kind of like you with the goatee, John.
It's honestly not even a setting on my computer.
I literally.
Take about 4 days.
It's a good look. Yes.
So guys, my honor is to be able, I get to travel all over the world, spend time with brand partners, understand what drives them, understand what's working. And we take all of that input and then we huddle as a team to make sure that we're doing everything on the corporate side to support you and what's working in the.
Absolutely.
What are you the most excited about right now, Mr. John Wadsworth?
I am the most excited about the tremendous growth that we're seeing in Europe and North America and understanding what is driving that growth and understanding because you know I come from the field, so I really want to understand how are people duplicating, how are people pitching, how are they helping other people transform their lives, and it's that analysis and then cross-pollinating that to other markets that gets me particularly exciting.
You know what? We learned a really important lesson over the past few weeks that I want to share with you guys, and you guys can reiterate this, is the people who are seeing success are the ones who are doing two things. They're setting goals. We've talked about this a long time. They're setting goals, clear goals of what I want to accomplish, and who are creating systems. Right? There's a difference. If I'm coaching the football team, I'm coaching the baseball team. If I just show up and hope that practice runs well, now we're going to lose every single game. But if I come to practice prepared with the system, with the approach, with the goal of what we're trying to improve that day and the goal of where we want to go, that's how we won. That's how we did it this year, right? That is how we're seeing success. Truth to that? You guys seeing that?
Exactly.
Awesome.
And the more we dig in, like the more we know how true that is. And I think what we're trying to do, what we're working hard to do, is quickly look at those best practices of the systems that are working really, really well in North America and Europe. Look at the commonalities and look at how can we take that learning to all of our teams around the world. Because if we have amazing growth in one market, how can we leverage that to Africa, for example, and help you guys jumpstart 2 years of learning, right? Because the leaders have been, some of the things they've been working on, they have been literally testing and learning for 2 years. And so you guys get to leap over all of that and get to then benefit from that. So that's some of the hard work we're doing behind the scenes now. And so very shortly, we'll bring some of those lessons learned to you in Africa. And then two, it's always most important. We never want you to take anything from corporate where you think that we're pushing it on you. No, we're taking the learnings as quickly as we possibly can. And then you're going to customize it and localize it and make it work amazingly well for exactly how your people share, sell, grow teams in Africa. So that's coming your way very soon.
Excited. Putting together systems of growth, but also putting together new opportunities, new options for Africa. I think it's a great market. And we've got a lot of interest in it. A lot of people are come to us every day and going, hey, how does this work? Let's get in here. We want to do it. So this is where rubber meets the road. We need the leadership to continue, you guys to continue to grow, share the messages, keep the excitement up and going, because it's where we see sales coming in is where we see investment that keeps coming through, and we're excited to do that in Africa. So Yiru, what are you seeing in Asia Pacific?
Asia Pacific, I would say Greater China, Japan. At the beginning, I think even they are smaller than the Africa right now. You know, every big market.
Keep that in mind.
Yeah, every big market, they started as a tiny market, but they succeed. They succeeded. Like Europe, like US, Japan, Greater China. I would say, those four markets, even the other markets, can give you a lot of reference. Maybe you can find some of them. Maybe you can combine some good points from those four markets for you as a reference to grow your market as well. We are here is not trying to, push you, say, hey, do it. We are here to support you. We always will jump to your market. We always will, because we know all of you, four of us, none of us know more about Africa than each of you. So here we are is to trust each of you and support each of you. So this is our purpose here.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I want to share one final story and one final tidbit, and we are going to get back to our planning session. So we'll leave you guys hearing this, but I want you to think about this. This is a story that I shared in one of our executive meetings. So I was at a girls' camp with my wife and my daughters a couple weeks ago, and we were going river rafting. Okay. And there's probably 100 girls there. And I had the pleasure, my wife and I, of being in charge of what I called the babysitting boat. Right? All the little girls were placed in our boat. And I was like, oh man, none of them are going to row. Like, this is going to be a problem. We're going to fall out of the boat. Okay. At the very beginning, I sat with them and I said, guys, we have a disadvantage. We're the little kids, right? We're going to have to row together. And we're going to have to just be a team. And all of them were like, yes, let's do this. And I put a challenge. I said, I want you to be the one that is beating everybody. You got all these bigger girls that here that, think they're going to beat you. I want to be the boat that beats everybody. So as we're going down, you hit a few rapids, right? None of them are too bad, except for the last two are very intense rapids. So we're the very first boat that goes through, and we're saying, row, row, row. And all these little girls are just rowing perfectly in unison. It's the coolest thing I've ever seen. And we make it through. And on the other side, boat after boat after boat of girls behind us are falling out, getting thrown out of the boats, and they're freaking out because they're scared, right? So what do? We acted as this beautiful little lifeboat for all of our people to jump in, to save them, to be able to help them get back in their boats. What's the purpose of this story? Doesn't matter the size of the person, doesn't matter the size of the market, doesn't matter what you've got going on. If we're willing to work in unison together, we can be that lifeboat. We can be that opportunity. Why is that important? Right now, if you look at what's happening in the United States with businesses, especially in our industry, there is announcement after announcement after announcement of companies that are deciding to leave the space, that are deciding to, oh, well, we've just made a decision. No. One thing that our company has is the brand partner agreement, our Bill of Rights, where we will protect you, right? These other companies don't have it, but we're seeing meeting after meeting now where people are coming to us and going, I never thought my company would do this to me. And they're coming and joining PartnerCo because they see us as this lifeboat of these people that are working in unison together, who are there for them because we have, before the ride even began, we set out and said, how are we going to do this? How are we going to work in unison together? And how are we going to be that opportunity that people can come to make sure that they know that they've got a safe, long-term opportunity that will last their entire lifetime? That's the message. Guys, that's what PartnerCo is. That's what we're doing here. We're very excited about it. We're going to continue to plan for the future. In fact, we're going to spend about 10 more hours today doing it. We're excited about it, right? We're going to get it going. And with that, we just want to leave our love with you, our excitement, and another ask. Those two things. Set a goal. If you don't know where you're going, you can't get there. Set a goal. And number two, what is it?
We're better together.
System. Create a system.
What is number two?
I'll drop that for a second. You didn't save me. Come on. You saved me.
Better together is
Number
true,
one.
for sure.
Number one, set a goal. Number two, create a system. If you need help on creating those systems, we've got tons of brand partners across the world, and we're going to be sharing that information with you.
Yeah.
And number 3, we are better together. We love you all. Have an awesome day. Get out there, crush it. Let's make it happen. And we will talk to you next month, everybody.
Love you guys.
See you guys.
Yeah.
Love you.
Blessing, I'll pass it back to you.
Awesome. What an amazing few minutes. That looked to us like a lifetime. I don't know if you jotted down so many beautiful thoughts there from our
It's our
founder,
pleasure.
Thank
from
you.
our area president. Thank you so much, John. Thank you, Kate. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you. And just like Cameron mentioned, you know, we need to set a goal. And we've talked about that over and over. What are your goals? Have you set a goal? What do you hope to achieve in partnership with PartnerCo? What exactly are your goals? And those goals must be measurable. In all areas, what's your health goal? So we say that we're your partners for life, in health, we're your business partner. Do you have a goal? And we've had so many amazing leaders come on this call to share systems of duplication, systems that are working for them. Which one of those systems are you running with? In our next calls that we'll be coming up with, we would like to share some of those systems with you. We're actually working behind the scenes to be able to create some of those systems we've seen, you know, to see how we can implement it in Africa. In the next couple of weeks, we'd like to launch those systems very soon. So systems of growth, systems of duplication, we would like to share those with you. And also, don't forget, we are better together. We're a team. We are a team. And this is the company that is here for the long haul. I was talking to a partner in the field today. She was very displeased about our commissions. And I had to ask her, do you have any reason to doubt us? When we say we pay our commissions weekly. We keep to our word with our partners. If there is a reason of default, there's always a reason. And it's basically around those areas. Maybe you didn't impute your bank details, or maybe you weren't qualified. And this, whatever the problem is, we always find a solution together, because our goal is to see you happy. That's our vision, to inspire people to live healthier, happier, and wealthier lives. If we do not achieve that, why are we here? So it's been an amazing call connecting with our leaders. This call is very short. I'd like to hear feedbacks from our partner council members. What are their thoughts? How has this call, you know, really affected you this evening?
Hello, Blessing. Hello, everybody. It is so amazing to connect with all of you. Nick, Andre, it's good to see you on the call as well tonight. What a surprise. You know, Nick actually spoke to us this morning, and he said he's just got this feeling that today's going to have a nice surprise to it. So there we go. We jump on the call, and the next moment we got surprised by a panel of our amazing owners and leaders all over the world. So much for that. So yeah, just for everyone that is on this call, wherever you are, like we always say, it is so amazing to know that our business is complete strangers who becomes friends, and friends who becomes family. So just work towards your goal, work towards your dream, and you will achieve it.
Awesome, Yolande. Henry, Nick.
Hello, guys. Hope that you're all well, and welcome to this amazing evening. I don't know about you, but I know of a very few companies where you can sit in the comfort of your own home and talk to the director, the owner, the CEO, and all of the panel of the amazing leaders that we just saw on here, casually just talking to us and giving us this amazing news. So if you are not yet convinced that this is definitely the way to go, then I want to really just reiterate and, you know, just say it again that there's no other company that happens like that, like a surprise call and then John is standing there. So yeah, thank you so much for jumping in. Thank you so much, Blessing, that you guys are always honored to give us the success stories. We honor you. Thank you so much for your leadership. And yeah, guys, I mean, we're halfway. This year is definitely not over, and South Africa is moving hopefully soon out of winter hibernation, and then like we would like to say in South Africa, summer bodies are made in the winter. So let's rock our products and make sure that everyone feels great, have the amazing health transformations that we have, and to use the products that's unbeatable. So thank you so much for the opportunity, Blessing.
And I want to
Thank you,
close.
Ari.
I just
Go
want
ahead,
to
Nick.
close on behalf of the Partners Council here and say thank you so much for arranging this call. Blessing, Nell, you guys are superstars. As for my wing ladies, they're the best. You know, in our business, like Andre said, you know, where are you going to find a network marketing company or a partnership marketing company where the big guns are on the call? You know, that you're not going to find. And I can tell you now, being in network marketing for many, many years, this is not something that happens. It doesn't happen often. And we just need to realize and picture the advantage and picture what we have on this African continent. We haven't even touched sides, guys. We are still launching. We are still launching. And I can tell you now, if Europe can do it, if America can do it, where we go one, we go all, as they say. So that's my story, and I'm sticking to it. Thank you very much.
Thank you so very much, Partner Council in South Africa. Thank you to all of our team in Africa. Michelle, are you on the call? If not, we would like to close for the night.
I'm on the call. Can you hear me?
Awesome, Michelle.
I've been battling with serious network issue. And I didn't hear most of what was said, but I'm really so excited that John was on the call, and Cameron and all the other people that were on the call. Is amazing, really. I look forward to a time where we will see them in person, like live on the same stage. But to conclude, the truth is, they say that a future, you cannot feature in a future that you don't picture. Okay, so if you don't picture yourself in this business, getting ahead, succeeding, then it can never happen. It has to start from here, from the mind. You have to change the mind shift. I hear Nick saying that Africa will be well represented, and that is absolutely true in no time. And I know that when the time comes, Africa is going to surpass the US, going to surpass UK, is going to surpass Asia. Just watch. It's because we believe it, we are coming and we are taking over. So thank you so very much, all of you that are listening to me, and get to work, because there's so much work to be done. There's so much work to be done, guys. We cannot surpass this other continent by just sitting down and doing nothing. We have to work together. We have to collaborate. We have to, you know, work together as a unified continent in order to achieve that. And I look forward to seeing you all in the next PSP Africa. Thank you, Blessing.
Awesome. I love that. PXP Africa coming soon. It's definitely happening for us. We're so excited. We're looking forward to it, and we will get the work done. With everyone on the field and with us here in corporate, Neil and myself and all of our team that work behind the scenes, we're ready. Let's do this. Neil, any final thoughts? You're muted. You're muted, Neil.
Oh my word, sorry about that. I totally unmuted.
Oh,
Hear me now.
Yes, we can.
Can you hear me now?
Yes, we can.
Sorry about that. I wanted to say that I totally agree with Coach Michelle when she says that we've got so much potential in the Africa region, but things are not just going to happen, by themselves. We need to put in the hard work. We need to go out there and make sure that every household in Africa knows about Noni. It is our duty as the brand partners, as the partner council members, to make sure that we go out there, we market our business, we tell Africa about these amazing products that we have, that is available in the Africa region to transform the health of people in Africa. So Africa, the time is now. Let's go out there. Let's make it happen. Thank you so much and enjoy the rest of your evening, team.
Bye-bye, everyone. Enjoy the rest of your evening.
Good night.
Thank you, Africa.
Enjoy the rest of your evening.
Good evening.
Bye.
Bye,
everyone.
Kinako, definitely for Kinako.
Bye,
It's time, Africa. Let's do this.
Bye-bye.
Ah,
Bye.
we can do it.